I wanted to get to know kind of the sequence of events in terms of you were attached really early, then it fell apart, and how were you always gonna play Tom Hayden, or was there ever another character in the?
Yeah, no. So I mean, as we spoke about before, so the film had been around for 15 years. I didn't know anything about it, but when the script arrived for me, it was an offer to play Tom Hayden, and at the time, I'm not sure. I mean, I knew that Sacha they had approached a while back, as in when the film, but I wasn't sure whether he was. So I didn't actually know many people attached to the film at that point. So, and as the cast kind of built, I was just sort of salivating, because for me there are so many of these actors that, you know, Mark Rylance, for example, gave me my first ever job and so there's a kind of almost like a mentorship element to that, you know. And then some of the actors, you know, Sacha I'd worked with before and had great fun with, but to Jeremy Strong had been an old pal from when I'd been doing a play in New York years ago. So it was this, and Alex Sharp was someone so there's all these wonderful genius actors that just kind of arrived that it became one of those jobs where the script was delicious and I thought quite extraordinary. And then just as these other people became attached, it was more and more thrilling. But I just couldn't understand why there was always this question mark over whether we were going to be able to make it or not. But I'm so thrilled we did.
Did anything about this story, because, you know, as Europeans, we don't know that much about it until we I guess, get into recent American history. But did anything about this surprise you in view of what is going on now that the movie is coming out at this particular moment in time?
I mean, I found the film, when I read the script, I sort of couldn't believe that I didn't know about this moment in history. And it's becoming more and more clear to me that history is a subject which we all need to be taught more of, and not just our own histories, but international histories. I found it completely illuminating to read about it. And of course, there are so many elements of it that felt so extreme that I couldn't believe. And then to have, since we finished the film in December, to have the events since then just unfurl in the way that they had, and made me realize, kind of, as I was saying before, that, you know, expose how in some ways we've evolved, but in others we just haven't. I found it's been extraordinary to read and to wrestle with, and more than anything, to kind of remind us how important it is to look back at our history, to try not to make the same mistakes again.